My name is Veronica. I am your certified integrative nutrition health coach. We're going to be talking about how I prepare my body for pregnancy, how I handle my pregnancy nutrition wise, and how postpartum went, how labor went, and also how it's going now. My baby is 2 years old, and so let's get started. My daughter is here with me, so you are going to be seeing some of her every now and then. You are going to be hearing her, so if you hear some noise in the background, it is her, but I do want to give you a fair warning about that. First, let's talk about preparation for pregnancy. So if you are thinking about getting pregnant and don't know where to start, you're in the right place. So let's start from the day that I took my IUD out. That was my birth control of choice. It was the IUD. I had it for a few years, and when my husband and I decided that we wanted to get pregnant, I went and took it out. I knew that I wanted to give my body enough time to heal from the whatever the IUD, you know, puts into our bodies. This is only what I did. Every single body is different, so please don't only take my opinion or my experience. You need to do your research as well and consider other options. Always consult your doctor. This is whatever I'm telling you in these videos are not meant to replace your doctor's advice by any means. Okay, the first thing that I started doing was to start taking a prenatal vitamin that had DHA in it, omega 3s, and vitamin D3. It was very important. My OBGYN also had mentioned that I needed to start taking prenatal vitamin, folic acid as well. Now, I did not follow instructions with the folic acid at that time because I wanted, I don't know, I'm not, actually, I don't have an answer why I didn't take it. But I was taking that prenatal. I want to say that prenatal DHA that I chose might have had folic acid in it, but I'm not completely sure. I will need to check on the labels and I'll let you know. I'll probably put it in the comments below. Um, so that was the first thing. The second thing that I did, I started doing veggie smoothies. Now I can make a video about this veggie smoothies, and the reason why I say that is because the veggie smoothies that I was doing, um, I was actually doing them with a certain intentions on what vitamins I was putting into my body to detox, providing antioxidants and different vitamins. It wasn't just, oh, I like this, I like that. No, I was actually choosing some veggies that I knew that I needed, but I wasn't really consuming them. And I like using my blender because all the fiber is in it. And your body does need the fiber. But anyways, I can make another video about that and let me know if you want to know more about it. And I was very active every single day. 7 days of the week I was active. However, I was working out about 2 to 3 times a week, but I was doing weights. The third thing, the third thing that I did, and it was the most difficult one for me, is I had been preparing myself mentally from between November, from the day that I took the IUD out to December 31st. I had been preparing myself mentally that I was gonna stop drinking alcohol and coffee. So if you know me, I'm a big coffee drinker, and that was a big, big, big sacrifice for me. But I was willing to do it because I wanted to have a healthy body, and I was I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to do it, but I knew I wanted to do it. So I quit drinking, and that December 31st, I remember so well. We had a huge, huge pot of coffee, and I was going cup after cup after cup after cup. And I mean, I was like, I need to get all the coffee that I want right now. I know it's not healthy, but I wanted to have as much coffee as I could, and that way I could be okay for the rest of the year. Um, so yeah, I quit drinking coffee and I quit drinking alcohol. Now, alcohol doesn't really affect you whenever you're trying to get pregnant. Um, there is so many women that drink, up to the point that they get pregnant, and even a few days after. It was a personal choice, so that's a personal choice. If you want to quit drinking caffeine, it does have its benefits, obviously, but it was just a personal choice. That's all the things that I did. So I started taking the prenatal. I started doing veggie smoothies, and I was working out and also quit drinking alcohol and coffee. So those are the 5 things that I did to get my body ready for pregnancy. My husband, he his ingredient needs to be healthy as well. His sperm needs to be healthy as well. You know, I'm doing all the sacrifices to get my body ready, but he was also willing to make the sacrifice to be in optimal health to give me a healthy sperm, right? And so, not by choice, there were some things that happened in 2019 that he was forced to not drink any alcohol at all. He loves beer, so life happens, and so from April through July, he didn't drink anything like any beer or any alcohol. However, he wasn't eating very healthy. I knew that he needed the vitamins, so in July, um, he started taking coenzymes Q10. So coenzymes Q10 are known to help with fertility, and it helps with the generation of your cells. And so it protects them. And because everything in our body has cells, it is the perfect supplement to take to have healthy sperm. And he started taking it on July. So April, so 3 months without alcohol. The third month, he started taking the supplement because now, whenever he started taking it, we were ready to get pregnant. So we're talking about I gave my body 9 months to clean itself. I was just giving it whatever it needed to clean itself. When he was ready, he started taking the coenzymes Q10. Mm, as a male, you can give 30 days to your body. I want to say it's 30 days. I may be wrong. But you want to give your body 30 days of taking that supplement, and that way it can start making effect. Because, to my understanding, the sperm, there is like new sperm every 6 to 7 weeks. Now, I may be wrong, but like I said, do your research. And so, if his sperm generates every certain time, then taking that 30 days prior to us to start trying to get him pregnant, then it was going to be great. So now I do want to mention this whole time. You may be wondering, well, 9 months without birth control, how did you manage not to get pregnant? Which is a great question. Um, how did I manage to not get pregnant during those 9 months of preparation? For both, we were using two things. We're using the Clear Blue digital ovulation kit. It was suggested by my doctor. And I was using that one for ovulation purposes because if I was ovulating, we would use a condom. So those are the two things that we're using. We're using the ovulation kit and the condoms to make sure that we weren't having intercourse during that time of ovulation because we didn't want to get pregnant during that time. So those were the things that we were doing. I want to remind you, don't mind my daughter. She is sitting right next to me. She wanted to be sitting right next to Mama. So you might hear her, okay? So don't go crazy. So another thing, before I forget, also, I was actually forgetting about this. That's why we're adding it towards the end of the video. One tool that was so helpful for both of us, my husband and myself, was an app, a fertility app, ovulation. It was an ovulation fertility app. This is the one that we use. It's called Glow. I tried about 3 to 4 different ones. Not all of them provided us with sharing the same profile. Um, so I was able to send, he downloaded the app on his phone, he created his own profile, and I was able to share information with him. The app gives you the option to choose, or it used to give you, I haven't used it in a while since I had my daughter, but whenever I was using it, it used to give you the option to choose what information you were going to share with your partner. That app has a section where you select how you felt that day, your mood. You know, it keeps track of so many things. And there were certain times that I didn't want him to know how I was feeling. And so those were the things that I will try to, or unnecessary information. I think it was asking like how much water you drank that day. You know, only there is some unnecessary information that I didn't want him to see it. I wanted to make it as simple as possible for my husband. That app gave me that opportunity to share exactly when my peak ovulation time was. Like, download about 2 to 3 apps, see which one you like the most. Now that app was only for us to prepare for pregnancy. I didn't use that app during pregnancy. And so I'm going to be talking on my prenatal videos. I'm going to be talking about the app that we were using during pregnancy. But during our preparation to pregnancy, on our road to pregnancy, we used this one. Another thing that we talked about is we wanted a girl. As you know, we have a girl, and we did, I think it's called Shettel's method. I actually found a video here in YouTube, and I was actually looking for that video and I cannot find it. But there is a woman that talks about the book and how she read it and how she followed the method. She explains it so well, and that's what we did. We followed whatever she talked about in that video. So we wanted a girl, and the reason, and that is the reason why we were also so strict with using the ovulation kit, because it was the perfect guide for us to see how many days we had left to try for a girl. If I find the video, I'll put the link below. I will continue to search for that video because I think it's very very informative to watch it, especially if you want to see if you have the power to choose the gender of your baby. I've heard many stories of people how they chose the gender for their babies with that same method. So it works. It worked for us, and hopefully it can work for you. So anyhow, those were the things that we did to prepare both of our bodies, my husband and myself, to get ready for pregnancy. And we are happy that we did, because we have a beautiful, healthy, very healthy 2-year-old. So that is it, guys. That is all the information that I have for you. Hopefully this has answered some of your questions, or give you some type of guide on the different things that you can do. And if you have any questions, just let me know.